Hello and welcome to Lee Anderson Yoga. Very excited you're here. You know, sometimes when you're feeling a bit sort of frustrated, you're not angry, you're not agitated, you're not anxious, you just can't tell, there's something itchy, something you can't tell what it is. And you need some yoga, you need some relaxation, but you still need to get some sensory feedback. This practice is for you. Right now, okay, spread out your mat, kick off your shoes and socks, doesn't matter what you're wearing, it'll all work out. Find a comfortable seated posture and join me. This practice is especially for you. So just a few wonderful, loving breaths in through the nose. Exhale out the mouth with a sigh. Feeling liberated already. Starting to smile, feeling better, calmer, even cooler already. So if you feel ready, seal your lips and encourage the breathing to flow in and out of the nose. Lift your hands, begin to spread your fingers, your left hand closer to your body and the right hand just sort of slides past. The thumbs here are going to interlace and the fingers is going to spread out super wide, and it's almost like we've created this beautiful bird-like shape within our hands, which we have. We're now holding Garuda mudra. I love it. Eagle, king of the birds. So just start to harness and feel into these energies here. Notice if you're forcing or gripping or straining the thumbs in any way. And as best you can, let the energies flow into you. So Garuda mudra will bring up feelings of ease, especially when we are feeling a bit constricted in life. As you're breathing gently now, you may start to sense the back of the heart space opening up. So just let the breath flow in, circulate 360 degrees. Maybe you can imagine an eagle up in the sky, caught in the updraft and just soaring and gliding 360 degrees. Just welcome all the feelings. There's a little bit of balance beginning to rise, balancing both sides of the body. And even a pairing up of our internal organs. Just another 10 seconds, just resting here in Garuda mudra, letting go, feeling free as a bird. Awesome. Slowly unravel the fingers, gently let them make a fist and stretch out big again. Slow circles through the wrists. So our movement practice, our asana practice, is going to begin resting on our backs with our knees curled up in towards our shoulders. But then we hold on to the knees and we let the legs reach out, sort of at arm's length. But we want to relax the leg muscles. Arm muscles here are going to work a little bit. So take another big breath in, let it fill you, expand you out into the space just around you. And as you exhale, strengthen the arms, draw the knees into the chest, and you pump the belly, empty the belly, and let the air rise up and out. Ideally, again, through the nose, but it's okay. If you feel a little bit of overwhelmed by all the energies and you're more comfortable in opening the mouth, for them to leave out the mouth. One more time. Inhale, filling the body. Really letting it sweep all in and through and letting them release all the way on out. Great. Slowly the feet return to the earth. Allow time for the tailbone to sink as well, and the hands can reach out to the side. Keeping the inner thighs close together, roll the knees from side to side. So to continue to harness and tap into the energies of Garuda, king of the birds, we're going to practice lots of variations of eagle pose. And the first one is when we're here in a reclined position. So just let the left foot step out to the bit, but this right heel, let it land just in line with your tailbone, along the center line. Lift the left leg up all the way to the ceiling. Point the toes, flex the foot, and a few circles. So that might feel a few little stretches down into the calf. Excellent. We're going to bend the knee now and wrap the left leg all the way around the right. So you can let it just sort of hang off to the right-hand side, or if you wish, you can tap the foot in and around the calf. Wrap the foot in and around the calf. Excellent. So we've got eagle pose legs. Gently let the legs continue to roll over towards the right-hand side. So you've got the left leg on top, wrapped around, and you're rolling over to the right. Breathing into the belly so that this hip lifts and moves that direction to offer space, length and strength through the left side of the torso. Magic. Slowly bring the legs back and let them unravel. Knees come into the chest, flex the feet, and both heels rise up towards the ceiling. Awesome stretch through the back of both legs. You can hold on to the legs if they're feeling a little bit heavy or you're a bit vulnerable through the belly, or you can just let them rest up there if you wish. So try not to wriggle or jiggle or anything, just keep letting the soles of the feet open, broad. Excellent. As we lower this left leg, we're going to place the heel down in line with the tailbone. We're going to wriggle through the ankle on the right, flex and point. And then cross that leg, let it wrap all the way around to the left. And again, it can just hang on out, or if you wish, you can tuck the top of the foot in under the calf. Try to broaden across the chest as the knees roll over to the left-hand side. Awesome. Breathing into the belly so that top hip lifts up and away from the shoulders. You can relax through your neck. Just keep your head rested steady as you're encouraging this strength and stretch through the side of the waist. And return the legs back on in. Excellent. Let them unravel. Knees come in, soles of the feet up to the sky. So from here, the feet are going to fall out wide. So you can hold on to the outside of the legs if you wish. Or if it's available, you can place your hands to the inside and really send the feet on out. I've got a wall in my way. How's that? So energy out through the heels, sinking through the tailbone, softness about the knee, and just whichever way you feel right in offering length through the insides and the outsides of the thighs, just being mindful of how the groins and the pelvic floor are feeling and not pushing, shoving, straining. Just letting it all happen. Beautiful. Guide your legs back up in together. Excellent. We're going to roll over onto one side as we come on up into a standing posture for some sun salutations. Great. So these sun salutations are going to have some lunges in them as we warm up other areas in our body. And again, keep tapping into those amazing energies of eagle. Definitely coming back in my next life as a bird. Standing tall, breathing in, smiling. Letting go, fresh, clean slate, ready to begin and discover whatever unfolds. Inhale, heart lifts into the thumbs. Exhale, release the arms. That's it. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, bow forwards, feeling that lovely stretch in the back of the legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, ground the hands. Walk the feet backwards into a nice high plank. Fantastic. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower down. Keep the spine long and the elbows tucked in to incorporate upper body strength. Inhale, crown of the head lifts. Exhale, lower down.
Push the floor away, tuck the toes, lift the hips, send them up nice and high for downward dog. If you wish to take the feet a little bit wider, you may, but try not to keep fiddling. Try to find a place that you can settle in, really send the hips up high with the in-breath. And exhale, heels hang closer to the earth. Leg muscles unravel and ease. Exhale completely. Feet on the move, walking closer towards the hands. Lift a little, exhale, relax a lot. Press the feet into the floor and roll up to standing. Reach the arms up to the sky, palms meet and come back down in front of your heart space. Beautiful. Just one breathing, gentle breath cycle here. Exhale completely. Magic. Inhale, heart lifts into the thumbs. Exhale, release the arms. Bend the knees if you wish to reach up with the hands. Exhale, bow forwards. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, ground the hands, and then we walk the feet back, but we softly land down onto the knees. So we're on hands and knees here. Breathing, inhaling up through cow. Exhale, around through cat. And we extend the legs out nice and long. Tailbone stretches away from the crown. Lift the hips up into downward dog. Just breathing here. Fingerprints, pressing and stretching the mat out in front of us. Letting the shoulder blades open so that we can continue to breathe into that back space of the ribs, lungs, heart. Thinking about the right foot, we're going to bend the knee and bring it in underneath us. Lovely. Land that left knee softly. So as you roll on up, you're in a low lunge position. Hands can come into heart center. Feel the crown. Continue to rise on up. As you breathe gently, just rotating around from one side to the other. You can let your thumbs, your hands rest into your heart space. Sometimes if they're out in front, we're sort of pushing and pulling. Just let them rest in. And just sort of notice the full length of the vertebrae from the tailbone, lengthening, and that subtle spiral motion all the way up through the neck, and then as if up to the crown. Magic. Turning to center. Release the arms, bow forwards, send that right leg back, have a moment here in plank, then bend the knees as you scoop the hips up towards the sky. Fingertips spread, ground and sink, hips rise, breathing into the bottom corners of the lungs, but also breathing into the back space of the lungs so that the vertebrae lifts towards the skins and maybe the shoulder blades press into the ribs just a little. Thinking about the left leg as the knee bends in underneath, let the foot land gently, and that right knee land gently as you roll back on up into an easy supported lunge here. Oh, and again, Anjali Mudra, and just a gentle amount of movement, feeling the breath flow in and through, feeling tall, noticing any wriggles or jiggles all through the pelvis. Magic. Hands frame the front foot. Step that left foot back and we're in that plank. Beautiful. Nice extension on the in-breath. Soften the knees, tip the hips up. Downward dog. Energies run down the back of the legs, letting all the muscles unravel. So we're going to be here for another 3 breath cycles. So if you'd rather lower your knees down and sit the hips back over your heels in more of an extended child's pose posture, or even with your hands making a little pillow for your forehead, absolutely you can. You've got 1 more breath cycle, so choose where you'd like to be. And then start to lift the hips up again so both feet can walk forwards towards the hands. Inhale, upper body lifts. Exhale, it relaxes longer down the front of our legs. Press the feet into the floor and roll up to standing. Beautiful. Arms keep on the move, up towards the sky, and then back down in front of our heart space. Let's flow through that sequence one more time. We're going to add in some eagle arms. Exhale, clean slate. Inhale, heart flutters out into the thumbs. Exhale, open your wings. Beautiful. Sweep them all the way up to the sky and bow forwards. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, ground the hands, both feet walk back and slowly lower the knees towards the floor. We're going to inhale through cow pose. Let the shoulder blades press into the ribs to open up through the heart space. Exhale, really tucking the tailbone under and rounding all the way up into cat. Neutral, legs extend into that plank. Fantastic. Bend the knees, scoop the hips up towards the sky. Downward dog. Thinking about the right leg as that knee bends and comes in underneath. Fabulous. Lower the left knee, hands catch the hips. So for our next posture, you can remain exactly where you are here on the floor, or if you wish, you can rise up into a lower lunge as you reach your arms out to the side. Exhale. Left arm is going to cross under the right. So we're wrapping our arms around each other, eagle pose arms. Keep that left knee bending down towards the earth. Beautiful. So same arm as front leg has wrapped in underneath. Try to soften down the insides of the shoulder blades and then up in towards the base of the neck. Really notice the swelling of the belly with the breath because it's the only open space. We're a little bit squashed up amongst the chest. Awesome. Slowly unravel the arms out to the side. Lower them down towards the floor as we step that right foot back into plank. One breath cycle here, just exploring the length while we're in this posture. Bending the knees, scooping the hips to the ceiling, heels hanging heavy. Oh, yes. One more breath cycle here. Switching our focus to the left-hand side. So the knee comes in underneath, grounds down, softly lower the right and come on up. So without considering what you were just doing a minute ago on the other side, only taking in to your consideration this moment now, remaining on the knee, or if you wish, you can rise on up. Exhale and open the arms. Awesome. Left arm crosses in underneath. Let the hands wrap. And that right knee bends down. See if you can sort of ascertain that tailbone pointing down towards the earth. And then using the breath to offer you support and structure, rising up through the body. Amazing. Oh, feel the heat and just breathing. Anywhere tight or strained, as best you can, offer compassionate breath, loving kindness, acceptance. Oh my goodness, so good. Slowly release the arms, let them reach out wide and they're going to flow over the front legs. We're going to step that left leg back into plank. Excellent. Bend the knees, scoop the hips up. We have downward dog. 3 breath cycles here. So if you prefer to lower the knees again, absolutely you can. Position the arms so that they are challenging you or supporting you, whatever you need in this moment. And if you're not sure what that is, ask yourself, what am I feeling? What do I need to feel more comfortable right now? And without filling in the gaps, just let the gap be present as your inner wisdom rises up into your awareness. One more breath cycle. Begin to rise towards downward dog so the feet are on the move and can walk forwards towards the hands. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold down the front of the legs, tuck the chin into the chest, bend the knees. We're rolling up to standing. Magical. Arms, wings, reach all the way out wide, meet up above you, and then flutter all the way back down in towards your heart space. Have a breath cycle here to reposition, readjust, whatever you need. And you can remain exactly where you are on your mat. I'm just going to turn around so that I can see you a little bit better. Let's bring the soles of the feet nice and close so you can just feel the bumps on the inner ankles nestling into each other. Start to bend the knees a little bit and scoop under the hips. So with eagle pose, you can remain here with the legs, a little bit like in chair pose, tailbone pointing behind you as you reach the arms open and cross them under. Just have a breath cycle here, feeling into this. Release the arms, let them open all the way. See if you can sit down a bit deeper into chair as the left arm comes in underneath, swooshing into eagle, softening across the tops of the shoulders and releasing all the way on out. Let's bring the hands and let them rest on the hips and stand on up. So again, you can do that with us if you want. We're going to add the eagle legs in as well. So these poses will take a little bit longer. Rise through the right leg and just let it step out. Stay centered through your center. Reach all the way on up and that leg can wrap around. So the foot can tuck in behind the calf, providing it's not twisting the hips too much. Breathe in, open the ribs, exhale. Right arm crosses in under the left. Fabulous. Steady the breath. Steady the eye gaze, not looking around at too many things, letting it blur perhaps even in front of you, and offering the breath down into the bottom corners of the lungs. Notice how that helps anchor you in, support you. Just feeling free within your own energy here. Awesome. Slowly releasing your wings, letting them stretch all the way out wide. They gather back in and amongst the hips. Reach the right knee up. Place the foot down. Have a little march on the spot. Same thing other side. Lift the left foot. Step the leg out so that the inner thigh is relaxed. Right leg super strong though. Nice and long with that left leg as it wraps around. And perhaps tucks in and under, doesn't have to. Reach on out. Left arm wraps in underneath. Breathing in. Starting to feel the stretch across the back, the upper back. Maybe you can feel that space in behind your heart. Maybe the breath's flowing through there. It might get a little bit warmer there. Elbows are lifting up in front of you. Steady the eye gaze. Calm the mind and simply notice that you are breathing. One more full, tender, loving breath. Exhale completely. And as you begin to breathe in, let your wings reach all the way out open and they come back and rest on your hips. Left leg lifts up and the feet march up and down on the spot. Hands come back in heart center. Wow, fabulous work. So we've got another interesting variation of eagle pose here, which I really love, but it's very challenging. So we get to lay down on the floor to practice this one. So mindfully, gently ease yourself in and down. Hands can support you as you lower yourself down onto the floor and arms reach out wide, shoulder height. So again, just checking how your vertebrae is feeling here. If you need to rock your knees side to side to loosen up through your lower back or hips now, please do. Then find stillness. And remember at the beginning, let's place that right heel towards the tailbone, lift the left leg up and the leg wraps all the way around. So we've got those legs wrapped up in eagle pose. We're going to do the same thing with the arms. So breathe into the chest. As you exhale, left arm wraps underneath and around. So we've got the left leg wrapping and the left arm underneath. Just breathe in and let the belly swell. Perhaps even the lower back presses into the floor. And as you exhale, contract the abdominals, contract the ribs, and the ribs rise up a little bit, curling in towards the hips. As you inhale, upper body rolls back. As you exhale, ribs lift up in towards the hips. Beautiful. If you wish, on the exhale the next time, you can also draw the pubic bone up in towards the sternum. So we're getting a bit of an abdominal crunch here. Inhale to layer back. Exhale to curl all the way up in. Let's do 4 more. If you only want to do the upper body or the lower body, absolutely you can. 2 more. Find stillness, unravel the arms, send them out wide to support you and feel into the tingling. As the legs unravel, knees stay bent, soles of the feet close together. Relax through the legs. So the soles of the feet come together and the knees fall out wide. Bring your hands in to rest onto your upper and lower belly. And then just let the feeling of the breath lift up into your hands from the belly. And then your hands sink in within your belly. One more beautiful, soothing breath cycle here. Fabulous. Reach the arms out wide to the side as the knees lift on back up. That left heel now rests in nice and close to the tailbone as the right leg extends and wraps. Breathe into the chest so the chest muscles stretch, and then use the contraction of the chest muscles to lift the upper arms up and closer, getting a greater wrap. Beautiful. Breathing down into the belly. Exhale, contract the abdominals and the ribs. Lift through the ribs. Inhale to expand and open. Exhale for the ribs to rise, elbows to get closer towards the hips. If you wish, you can add in the lower body. You don't have to. Tailbone, pubic bone curls up in towards the belly button. Inhale, open up into the space simply around you. Exhale, curl up into the space within you. 4 more. Yeah, notice how warm, how powerfully energetic, how brave and strong and courageous you can be when simply yourself. Letting the feet rest back on the earth. Slowly unraveling the arms, feeling the skin tingle as the legs unwrap, keeping the thighs close together. Knees fall out to the side, soles of the feet rest in as the hands rest on the belly. If you need to reposition your clothing or yourself, just so that you feel like you're a little bit more smoothed and melted and spread out into the earth, absolutely you can be. And as you close your eyes, maybe you can visualize a beautiful, elegant, powerful eagle flying in the sky. Maybe the eagle spotted something and it's circling and honing on in. Or maybe it's just enjoying that fluttering feeling of the updraft. The movement of the wind within its feathers, its wings. Magical. Release the hands so they just hold onto the thighs a little bit to help support the legs as you stretch the legs on out. And we just lay here and rest here in Shavasana. We're coming back down to ground into our energy. So again, your hands can rest on your belly or by your sides. Close your eyes, let your eyes rest as you breathe in through the nose. And just slowly let the air, becoming breath, find its own way in and within and around you. The breath knows exactly when it needs to turn around, gather up any stale old energies, and carry them out and leave, returning to air. So it's been quite a vigorous practice. We've built up a little bit of heat. We've stirred up a fair bit of emotion. So it's just perfect now to just welcome a little bit of stillness, a little bit of settling, and encouraging a deeper, slower breath for our nervous system return back to its gentle, calm, peaceful state. Beautiful. If you wish, lift your hands so you can wriggle your fingers and circle your wrists. You may like to start to bend the knees and walk the feet up in towards you. And you might want to pitter-patter in and around through the feet too, wriggling the toes or circling the ankles. And then you can roll over and rest on one side. Just stay in touch with your energy, how you're feeling, until that top hand's ready to lift and press into the floor. Maybe the top leg stretches out to help lift you back up into a comfortable seated posture. So let's return for a brief moment of seated meditation. Allow your legs to be comfortable and support you. Nestle in. Hands can rest on your knees, thighs, or in your lap, or if you wish, they might be inspired again to form that Garuda mudra. Thumbs are hooked or interlaced. Fingers are spread and expanding. And our king of the birds, our protective eagle, just sits and rests in all its glory in front of our heart, in front of our solar plexus, with our fingers extended, reminding the breath to flow in and extend into all areas within us, for our energies to flow bravely, courageously, curiously, all through us. Just softly feel yourself coming back into balance, into whatever feels natural for you. Balanced and natural within the beautiful home of your body. And then slowly begin to release the thumbs. Perhaps make fists with your fingers and stretch the hands all the way on out again. And gentle circles through the wrists. Fabulous. Hands in heart center. Anjali mudra. Breathe in. Exhale, gently bow in gratitude and honor of yoga. Namaste, dear ones. Thank you so very much for practicing this energetic and vivacious practice with me.